Today we have an awesome session. I've got a big smile on my face because you guys are awesome. Okay, I love coming to work to you guys. All right. So lesson 8, chapter 7. We're going to talk about Hox. It's a company in Japan. So I got a video from last night and today. What they're doing is never. I'm just so happy. What I'm going to share with you guys is just puts a big smile on my face and stuff. And I think some of you have seen the videos, but these are.
You can see there are lots of boxes in front of.
So who's this?
Mayo.
What's your name?
Hassan.
Hassad. Okay, because it says mug.
If you want to pick this Mayo, so I have to pick this one. See how clean it is, easy to pick.
How good is that, huh?
One issue I find, like I have to pick Diet Coke, so you can see it is at the back and you can see how it is stacked, how shaky it is. So there are lots of chance like it can be fall, and if it will fall, it will gonna break.
You're right.
But anyhow,
This is so small, but you guys doing this is. It's so important. They're showing care. That's what we're talking about.
so that's fine. So I fix this, but just let me know.
Who was Ali? You did this one? Okay, so we're gonna talk about the video going this way. We want video going that way, but it's good. Malik, look how much better. This was bugging me. Oh, it's terrible. So it needs plumbing properly.
But the second best thing is to leave the silence. So hopefully, guys, please read and respect the water and the resources. Thank you.
This is a really bad issue, but I've done this about 5 times.
You know what happens is the drivers leave those there and they don't even tell us.
Yeah, I know exactly which driver.
Right back in the chiller.
So I sort of saw it and I said, move it.
Where's my?
And that's what time it is.
So let's just quickly talk about that. So, because you guys wouldn't leave it out there. So it's the drivers that.
Return, and then they just leave it, they don't tell us. Some drivers
Wow.
put them inside the chiller and the freezer and whatnot. So
Right.
they don't tell us. So if you don't tell us, you might think, oh, it's a product going,
Yeah.
or we don't know.
Yeah. Right. So, welcome, Collins.
So that
Good-
was,
Good night.
we find those products there.
Yeah. So okay, so we need to. That means the problem is the drivers actually don't know where to put credits or return things. So they're being lazy and they're trying to do a quick job, so they're putting it there, right?
No, they're just doing whatever they want.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna put them. They got to get on board as well, right? Yeah. But if we make it clear, this is a credit note area. Adam's their manager. He's got to get them in line,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The other thing is, I'm not accusing anyone of it, but someone would have possibly picked that and then went, "Oh shit, this isn't the right one."
Yeah.
I'll just go back to work.
And that's going to stop here because remember our value: take ownership and show care. What is Tom doing there? What value is he showing?
He has more free time than he should.
What value? You guys know the
He's taking
values.
ownership of what he sees and he's
He-
holding people accountable.
And he's showing care. Like he really cares his job. I really love Tom. This guy is awesome. He's got a big smile and and he makes a difference here. And you guys as well. Like it's really cool that we have somebody on board that wants to really cares about the products, right? Same thing with Omar. So this is another just saying leaving the product. Just be careful. If you've got a product there, let's put it on a pallet and they can put it away later if you don't have time.
Another thing that bugs me, just from night staff, they will always open up 2 of the same pallets without using a whole one like that.
Not really.
And same
This
as
is
young.
a night.
How it
That's
works.
not how it works.
729 there. Use the whole pallet first before you open up another one. please.
So explain.
That top one
He should
came
know
from
this.
the supplier looking like that. You can tell it got shrink wrapped by a machine, and he's complaining about.
So they've just put it on top.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that means somebody else put it on top.
because
Yeah.
it was possibly in the way, and it just this way it's neater. We make space.
What about the 2 that's on the side?
Well, the first
Sometimes
one,
you have to pick from others because sometimes you need like a whole pallet, sometimes you need like 40 for a pallet.
Yeah.
So you can't really, unless someone spends time
mixing.
consolidating, it's not going to happen.
Let's suppose there are 20 boxes on
Ah.
pallet and we need 40. So we pick not 21 because we need 40. So we pick the whole pallet.
Yeah. So you'll pick the whole pallet, but
We'll go from the
it
big
looks like the pallet was picked from a little bit there, a little
That's
bit there.
from like the whole week. It's
Okay. So,
That's not
so
just
all he's saying is
overnight.
like try and pick from one pallet, finish it, and then
it's not really possible, but
why not?
Let's suppose there are 20 boxes on the pallet and when we need for 30.
Oh, you
So how
take
do
off and you
Yeah,
take the
so
pallet.
add-
All
Adding
the
on.
new pallet.
Okay.
So what will happen is we need 40, and there's 48 on a solid pallet. So they won't pick the 48 because it's a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll bring the whole 48 out. We'll take 8 off, and they become on a loose pallet line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're
But-
not wasting our time by doing it
Yeah.
that way. It might waste his time in the long run, but we're the ones on the limited time. We don't have all day
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
our shit done. We have a certain amount of time.
I mean, if we streamline it, hopefully we'll all able to put stuff back onto
it's
one
mainly
pallet.
because there's no space.
Yeah, and that is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that we have to chuck out of the freezer so we
Yeah.
can make space, and the room will be good.
Mhm.
So that'll be solved, which is good. Okay. You with us, Trevor?
So one of the things that was bugging me was a vehicle pre-start inspection. All the drivers have to fill one out every morning, and I have to go scan it and save it in the system. We're going to digitalised one, so the drivers will get a
Can't see it very well.
sent to their phone with all the options to fill out instead of doing it on the paper version. They'll then go over to a spreadsheet where it will get pre-filled out. And we've also created a maintenance one which I'll fill out if there's any issues with the trucks. I'll then get put into the issue to make repairs, and I can see when these booked repairs and when the truck's getting finished. And we've also got a QR code that will go to each individual driver so they don't have to fill out their own name or their own reg. Or we pre-fill for them, make their day easier.
In the midst of fixing this section, we've just got a few crates of just mixed goods and trucks in there.
Empty, so
Then it's been moving stock and replenishing. We'll have to sort out the rest tomorrow. We're just giving you guys some space for tonight when you're busy. Not 100% fixed yet. We're at 50%. So this is AC aisle. As you can see, we're gonna start going through these boxes today. Space here. And we'll place that video as soon as we're halfway done.
That was really by us. So what we like now is like an engine or the boxes, sorting out everything. So we move the stock that we like most selling stock we make location at the front, and some stock from like the pallet from the floor we move from control like here 30 etc.
Yeah, don't fix that.
Because there's a lot of shit here that will take time for it. So that's it.
So that's how do you guys feel about that? They've been
They really did a good job.
that's cool, hey.
Especially, yes.
They were very busy yesterday. They had a container to move. They had a lot of incoming, and plus they made time to just clean up. And if every day we're doing that, like I said, before you know it, it's going to be so easy to pick, and we're going to sort out on this side as well. The computer side's got to be sorted with that. So they've done a lot of work there, but they've left sheets because they wouldn't have time to put into the computer. So just be careful of that. I think you guys are aware.
They
Okay.
changed the efficiency.
Yeah. So just watch that. And so it is a bit.
So
Trick-
it hasn't been updated.
No, so it's a bit tricky at the
So
moment.
our boys are going to waste
Yeah.
time looking for shit.
That's why we're warning you, but we're trying to make it right. Like we're trying to fix it, and it's always if you're gonna fix it, it's gonna be a bit of.
It's a game.
It's a game. Is it gonna be a game looking for stock?
Well, the easiest solve for that is Omar should have been, as they'll finish one A4 piece of paper of movements, he went straight in and done it.
Yeah.
Not took videos and did whatever Omar
No,
did.
because he was moving the pallet of oil, the container of oil that came out. They had to make space and put them away. So
So Omar's wearing multiple hats too, like Mustafa used to.
yeah, that's right.
That's pointless. Like, the
It is a bit
instructor did
tough.
his job.
So, so all I'm saying is, look, they're making the effort to fix it, which is a great sign, right? Eventually, they'll help you guys. So, I'm very excited. the guy that wrote this book, okay, Paul Akers, I speak to him. Okay, so I sent him one of my videos yesterday, and I said, what do you think of this? Okay, this is the message he sent me. What? Just gonna do it, speed it up a little bit because it's a bit slow.
So Edwin, here's my response. It's going to probably surprise you a little bit.
Is that too fast?
Number one, I think that the only video that should be posted is one that you have curated and edited very carefully. You should not post a video that has vertical videos. They're so bad, I can't even watch them. You should only post horizontal videos. And I think what these people are doing is amazing. And I think what you're doing is amazing. And what I watched both videos was, this is the world. The whole world is working in total and utter chaos. And when you compare that to the way we work, I mean, it's not even comprehensive. I mean, it's like Mars. We're on Mars and they're like burning up on the sun. I mean, we're not even in the same realm. This is like utter chaos. So I think it's incredible to document what's going on here. But here's the one thing I would do radically differently. You need to train them how to make a video. They need to know how to do. Not only do they not know how to organize their work and work in a thoughtful way, it is like unbelievably bad. But you need to stop and train them how to make a video. You know, I've got a great video online, Paul, how to make a video. I mean, it's like so simple. You hold the phone.
So that's like most of the messages like what you do. He just said what you're doing is amazing. You guys, what you're doing. Most companies don't do this. Okay, like what you guys do and what we've done now. Most companies take like 6 months for people to start making changes. You guys did it in 2 weeks, which is incredible. And I can only imagine what we're going to be like in 3 months' time. But like he says, this is really worth capturing. This is really about documenting this, how we're making our transformation. Because we're going to one day we're going to get new people come in and say, this is what we used to look like. You know, this is where we are. And this is because we are here because of what we're doing now. And it's really powerful. And we should be really proud of what we're doing. So we want to get from, he's saying, like, he lives in this world. The rest of the world, we're all living in this chaos. So he said, okay, let's watch a video. So I want to show you why we're going to watch, or
I want to show you how to make a movie. It's so simple, it's unbelievable. Tyler is videotaping you. Notice all four corners, this is the way you hold a phone. Never hold it vertically, that's number one. All you have to do is get anybody to shoot a video. You can make a 60-second video very quickly. So what I want to do is show you our flush mount drill bit system. Notice how Tyler moved in very slowly for the detail work? That's all you do. Now come back out, Tyler. This is a great system that you can buy from FastCap for making a flush mount hole with our FastCap. All you do is tell the story, have someone hold the camera still, move in slowly for detail shots like this, then move out slowly for other ones. If you do this, you can make a great video very quickly. This is not hard. A lot of people struggle making a video. It's not hard to do. Four corners, slowly, don't jerk in, always horizontal, you're done. One more thing, B-roll. If I want to show someone something and I'm talking about it, but I don't want to interrupt the zooming in and out, I just say, this is our flush mount drill bit system. Tyler's not zooming in. And then I shoot a separate shot of this close in, and then I lay it over the top of the main clip. It's called B-roll, and you can do it in iMovie. It's a very cool feature. You want to edit everything in iMovie, add the B-roll in, just like this, a close in, and that's all you have to do. Thanks a lot. So you have iMovie open, you hit the plus, and you're going to add something right over the top. You find your video clip. Once you find your video clip, you then click on the video clip, turn it yellow, and there's 3 dots. You hit the 3 dots, and the cutaway feature, see cutaway, will show up. You drop it over the top, play it back, and it's that simple.
Okay, so now I've just taught you how to do a video. Okay, let's get it right. People inside, I know it's you guys are used to the vertical.
Like mainly for socials, we don't record like that unless.
I know, but we're not doing for social. We're doing for.
Don't really actually record.
Yeah. So when you go, keep it like that. Keep it simple and keep it short. Like be to the point. This is what it's bugging me, or we're gonna fix this thing. This is what we're gonna do. Let's document our change. So, but what we've done so far is like it's really good. I'm really proud of you guys. Okay, let's do chapter 7. Grab a book quickly, and we're gonna go through Hawks.
Chapter 7. Let's think like Hawks.
Okay.
Ready to find out. After leaving Lexus, our next stop was Hawks, a company that specialized in...
Doesn't matter, I'll see it in the morning.
Sorry, can you hear me, Trevor?
I can hear you, but I can't hear any videos at all.
You can't hear any videos? Ah.
No. Something's changed. Doesn't matter, I'll hear them in the morning.
Okay, all right. Cool. That's weird. Oh, you know why? I think I know why. Let me quickly close this. What the hell? Okay, I'm not sure why. Can you still see the thing? Oh, you know why? I haven't shared it with you yet. You should be able to see it now. Can you hear the video now?
Chapter 7. Let's think like Hawks. H-O-K-S. Who is that? You're about ready to find out.
I wasn't sharing it.
After leaving Lexus, our next stop was Hawks, a company that specialized in making electronic circuitry. Brad told us that of all the companies we would visit on our tour of Japan, Hawks would be the ultimate model of how lean thinking can transform business. With $100 million a year in sales, Hawks is actually considered a small company. Located in the southern part of Japan, Hawks is an inspiring success story of a company that defied all odds by turning an annual loss of $10 million to an annual profit of $10 million. How? Of course, by implementing a lean strategy. I mean, a lean culture. I was looking forward to the visit and learning from someone who had come from the brink of bankruptcy to towering success. I'm going to go off script here again because remember, my company was always doing well. We really never had any big issues. Maybe a little bit, we struggled from time to time with cash flow. But by and large, we were successful the whole time and we adopted lean. It's not uncommon, though, to see companies that are having lots of problems look for a tool or resource to help them regain their momentum. And this is the case on what happened with Hawks. We arrived at 7 o'clock in the morning dressed business casual, and no doubt expecting the same royal treatment we received from Lexus. There we stood, waiting for the lecture and the tour. The president, Mr. Manabe, greeted each one of us with a brush and a bucket. He then proceeded to gesture us all on the floor, along with other company executives, down on our hands and knees. That's right, to scrub the floor. Now, this was a new level of lean that I had never seen before, and as you can imagine, we were all a little shocked. The president of Hawks was going to demonstrate for us one of the basic tenets of lean, which is 5S'ing. First, I need to give you a quick overview. There are 5 principles of lean that business leaders are taught. These things, referred to as 5 S's of lean, are a basic starting point for those who are new to lean thinking. The 5 S's are sort. Sort everything, remove what is not necessary to the job at hand, and get rid of all the clutter and junk. Straighten. A way to prioritize and organize the tools and resources needed for efficiency so that employees have easy access to their tools and supplies. Shine, number 3. A clean environment improves morale and actually makes it easier to identify equipment deterioration and malfunction. Standardization. This involves building consensus in the workplace for best practices so that everybody understands what is expected and what is expected of them. Sustain. Find ways to keep the change in place. It is easier than you think if everything has a place and every place has a thing. I mean everything, even the salt and pepper shaker. And that's one of the extreme lean things we have at our company is you go to our lunch table and there's actually a little circle that says pepper in black and another circle in white that says salt, a place for the Windex and a place for the paper towels. You can't make a mistake in our place. It's called Tokyoke. We mistake-proof everything. So that's 5S'ing. Now, back to the story of our Hawks tour. We were all on our hands and knees, scrubbing the floor with the president of Hawks and his company executives. The president and director, Mr. Emoto, shared with us what it was like in the dark days when their company was facing bankruptcy. His decision to build a lean culture was a last-ditch effort to save the company. Feeling overwhelmed by the 5 S's, he decided to implement just 3: sweeping, sorting, and standardizing everything.
This man truly had a gift for simplifying everything. He understood that if you made things simple, I like him a lot because he thinks just like me, there was a much greater chance of people understanding and implementing the ideas. 5S'ing became 3S'ing. Every morning at 7 o'clock, his employees showed up to sweep, that's clean, sort, get rid of the ancillary things, and standardize everything. They did this without pay because they were motivated to save the company. In the process of engaging in those 3 S's, a type of bonding among the company employees took place. The 3 S's were simple and the results satisfying enough that a sense of accomplishment and ownership began to take hold. The president of Hawks had learned about Lean and began to implement it in the simplest way he knew how. It demonstrated that a small improvement, even baby steps towards improvement, can pay off in a big way. What took hold of the employees was a type of compounding effect. As they cleaned, sorted, and standardized, they unloaded mountains of waste that were lowering their productivity. We were all shown pictures of the excess tables, chairs, and equipment that were removed from the work areas. Mountains of waste that filled the entire back parking lot. The turnaround from 10 million in the red to 10 million in profit is nothing short of miraculous. But it happened as a result of a super simple plan of implementing 3S, not 5S. The momentum became addictive, and everyone involved began to carry a sense of pride because they knew it was critical to the survival of the company and integral to the ongoing success. The leadership wore the same uniform, scrubbed the same floors, and worked at the same stand-up desk as everyone else. Everyone was respected and treated as equals. Everyone engaged in continuous improvement, which brought more ideas and more engagement. Every morning, before they ever went to work, it was a company-wide 3S'ing. And at 8 o'clock, the president of the company called everyone together and they played some cute little Japanese music and did stretching exercises. Then he talked to them about the important issues and principles regarding the company, and an hour and a half after the employees arrived for the day, everyone began to work on the actual manufacturing of Hawks products. Even after the company had recovered, Hawks employees proudly practiced 3S on a daily basis. Also noteworthy was that Hawks was competing very well against a comparable product from a Chinese company, even though Hawks had 17 times the labor cost as the Chinese company. A lean strategy will always yield a simpler, safer, and better product with happier and more involved employees. The time invested in people and their work environment is critical to the success of lean. Hawks is a shining example of that ethic, and they have enjoyed the success that comes with the discipline to sustain what they believe in. There were many other memorable things that we saw at Hawks. The most surprising thing was that everything was on wheels, including their desks. All their desks were made from Gemba pipe, meaning shop floor. Off script real quick, Gemba pipe is basically adult Tinker Toys. It's this pipe that's coated with plastic. It's about 1 inch in diameter. It has a bunch of black connectors that you can connect it together and make anything you want. So lean people use this a lot to make carts, to make shelving systems, and in some cases make desks. And of course, my desk is made from Gemba pipe. And if you want to see what that looks like, check out Lean Desk. It's one of my favorite videos. Back on script. So Gemba pipe made for a more flexible desk that was much taller. Another striking feature about these desks was that nobody sat at them. Everybody stood up. There were a few chairs around, but we rarely saw anybody use them. Everything was labeled and outlined, and I mean everything, including every electrical outlet, switch, and clock. It was amazing the sense of order and discipline, like nothing I had ever seen. After an extensive jaw-dropping tour through their facility, then a 2-hour lecture by the Hawks president, I approached him, just like I had with the Lexus VP. I asked him, what happens when other companies like Nissan, Ford, Chrysler, and other Japanese companies come to see his company and what they've accomplished? He looked at me and said, Paul, smart people can't believe it could be this simple. There it was, in living color. My takeaway lesson about the grind that I was fighting at FastCap. If you feel like you're pushing a train or like you're spinning your wheels trying to make lean work, then you're doing it all wrong. Lean is simple to the core. You will dramatically increase the odds of failure if you overcomplicate it. It is not the maze of complex flowcharts and processes that today's consultants try to push on companies. In fact, the president of Hawks had reduced the most basic lean checklist from 5S to 3S and made it so simple that 100% of the team could understand it and achieve the goal. I'm going to go off script here real quick. I've noticed that now they've changed 5S to 7S. I mean, it's crazy. Remember I said earlier that people are kind of programmed to add, when the beauty of lean is it's really the art of subtraction, and Mr. Manabe really got that when he changed 5S'ing to 3S'ing. One other thing that I observe a lot when I tour other lean companies, you know, there seems to be almost like a secret code. There's a few people in the organization that really get lean or are part of the implementation staff, but it really doesn't always trickle down to all levels. I think an important point is for lean to be accessible to everyone. That from the lowest level in the position, that everybody understands what lean's all about, and they're on board with making it part of what the company is all about. And that's what I'm really trying to stress here. The artist of traction, make it simple so everybody can grasp it. Back on script. The president of Hawks made his facility easy to understand through strong visual controls. He immediately involved his employees in the process of sorting and organizing their own workplace, and the end result was they survived and prospered as a company. This was because he created a culture of improvement using the 3S as the framework for success. Fastcap's general manager, John Lucier, came with me on my second trip to Japan. We immediately began to plan and strategize. I now understood that we needed to take Fastcap from the level of doing lean events to building a lean culture. And how would we build a lean culture in Bellingham, Washington? How could we recreate a Hawks culture at Fastcap? One of our goals was to actually look like Hawks within 1 year. We were light years from that goal, but we believed that with a new focus on building a culture, anything was possible. This raised the next question and the topic of our next chapter. How does one build a lean culture?
Okay, so the one thing out of that, what's the one thing? Smart people can't believe it can be this simple. All right, what's the one thing out of it? What's the 5S?
5S.
I don't even remember the 5S, but I can remember 3S. Sorry. 3S, sweep, sort, and standardize. Okay, we're going to start doing that every single day. Okay, so that's one of the things we're going to start doing. And you'll see the benefit, like that small little bit of cleaning up every day. It's going to change the world. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Paul's going to explain exactly why do we 3S.
The purpose of 3Sing is to find problems. So I'm doing something this morning that seems so mundane. I'm just actually, going through making sure everything's clean. But then watch this over here. It's like, oh, it's actually, and I go, oh, well, look, the labels are not up. They fell down. So again, when you're 3Sing, you're not 3Sing, you're not cleaning your facility to keep it clean. That's really the byproduct. You're looking for problems. So when things slip down, they're not right, or anything's not right, it gives you the opportunity to see things. So 3Sing is for seeing problems. There you go.
That's it. That's all it is. It's that simple. Sorting it to find the problems. Okay. Oops. Okay.
Standardizing is anything that avoids you going back to the original problem. If I can't find the drill at my workstation and I make a holder for it, that's standardizing. We're not going back to the original problem. We fixed it. Just think for a minute, if every single person in your organization standardized even one thing a week, never mind one thing a day, one thing a week, your company just gets better.
So sweeping is easy. Sorting is what we're doing. Standardizing is the really important thing that a lot of people miss. Like if I asked you, how many brooms do we have? Sorry? Sorry, let me quickly. We have, sorry, Trevor, I was saying, sweep, sort, and standardize. So most people know how to sweep, most people know how to sort, but standardizing is something in a next level that I need to train you guys on. I was asking you, so how many brooms do you have?
3.
We have 3.
2.5.
2.5. Okay. Where do those 2.5 brooms live?
They should be next to the door near the office.
They should be there. They should be here. They should be there. We need to find a standardized place. Okay. So tonight you figure out where those brooms live, and we make a home for them. Okay. And what we do is we're going to label them, and we're going to find hooks or whatever to hang them up. So they're out of the way, but they know that's where they go. And when they're gone, they're missing. It's got to be put back there, right? And if we do that with everything, before you know it, you save time. You don't look, where's the broom? Where's this thing again? Where's that? You start saving time, and you realize, you can do so much more. So that's standardizing. And it's a little bit harder to do, but it's important. Now, I set an activity to take 5 minutes to sweep, sort, and standardize outside. I realized that tonight's a really big night. So if you guys can maybe take 5 minutes at the end of your shift, can we do that? And then sweep, sort, as I walked in here, there's rubbish all over in the front. Like there's little bits everywhere. Like 2-3 people, if you go through that, 5 minutes, you can clean up everything, you know. Let's make it look spotless. Take brooms, clean up, you know, and I want somebody to film it, document it. Like, look at this mess, and we're going to clean it up. If you guys can promise me to do that and send me the videos tonight, we can go, okay. Because you still owe me a video. I'm waiting for your video of all the stuff that you...
I have it in my phone. But
Okay, you haven't sent it yet. Okay. So, so you guys will do that. And then one more thing I want to do is, have I spoken to you about sharpening the saw? I have talked about that. So same concept, right? If every day we sweep, sort, and standardize, and we fix what bugs us, we're going to go on this and we're going to start going up here. So the amount of time to do something will be much simpler. And you're not going to struggle as much. We're all going to be communicating. And you're going to actually want to come to work, believe it or not. So 3Sing is like getting 1% better every day. It's a compounding effect. And no one improves overnight. The question is, does this blow your mind? It's not really, right? But in a month's time, in 3 months' time, I'll ask you again, did you think if you took 5 minutes every day or 5 minutes to fix something, do you think that will ever make a difference? People that are oblivious to it. You don't know what you don't know. Okay. So next Sunday night, we will do chapter 8. And Sunday, when you guys start 9 o'clock, we're going to start 10 minutes. We're not going to come here. Start 3Sing. Okay. So I'll speak to Adam and I'll speak to Jeff. I know you're not here next Sunday. Okay. He's missing out. He's timed it very well. Okay, great. So we'll get Adam to organize. Okay, you guys go there. You guys go there. You guys go. So and we'll rotate things. Okay. We'll start 3Sing in the morning. In the evenings. Okay. Quick reflection. Dennis, do you know what this is? No. Conscious competence. It's a learning model. No. Will you explain to him today when you have a lunch break, a coffee break? Does he leave? All right. Why? Absolutely.
Thinking one of the take ownership. Take care.
Show care.
Have fun. Pride. Wastage.
Waste.
One piece food.
Game.
Have fun. Lean, have fun. Yeah, it's a bug.
We are flying.
Yeah, 1% better. What's that one? Yeah, and remember teaching and growing. Yeah, developing and training people, right? What's that one? Sweet sort.
3S now.
That's 3S. Okay.
That's exponential growth for 1% growth.
So if we do this every day, we get a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, you guys are awesome. Have a great day. Okay, guys. Yeah. Adam, do you want to just take 1 or 2 minutes, just explain where were you yesterday and why do you think what we're doing is the right thing that we're doing?
Yeah, yesterday we went to the Big W warehouse to have meetings with their continuous improvement team. And it was good to see how big they actually are with that department. They actually have multiple people hired just to look for improvements and to make their warehouse run more smoothly. And there was people from other companies like Coca-Cola and Arnott's who also have similar departments just for improving stuff. Yeah. So if it works for these big successful companies, it should work for us too. So it'll be good to go in the direction of these big companies that are. Hopefully we get as big as them one day.
And you've been in those big companies before.
Yeah.
And you've never seen it.
No, well, I worked for Pace Farm Eggs out Australia wide and supplied the whole of Australia, and they didn't have one. Yeah. So, and I guess the 13 years I was with them was the exact same the whole way. Never really any growth, nothing changed. It was just was what it was.
Yeah.
And if they done it, they could have been even bigger from now on before we know.
Absolutely, because it's not just you're going to be more profitable. You're going to come to work and things are going to be simpler. It's easier. You're going to enjoy what you're doing. You're going to make a difference to your customers as well. Like that's ultimately that's what we're doing. We wouldn't be in business if there wasn't customers. So yeah, I'm really glad that you came along, Adam, and you said, okay, let me go and see. and learn some things. And you saw that continuous improvement, lean is out there as well. It's not just us doing it or a couple of companies. There's some big guys as well. So can everybody just take a second and share their video they made? Put it onto the improvement channel. Put it on the improvement. If you're not on the improvement, everybody on the improvement channel. No, Chris doesn't have WhatsApp. We'll have to talk about that. You'll need a buddy up every time. Okay, how do you feel after that? A little bit of excitement, cleaning up. What was that? Talk to me.
Yeah, well, that's why I asked Trevor for an example if I can get labels for all the brooms and stuff like that and designate one little section down there for all of it.
Absolutely. I think we need to get some more brooms as well, so that we're not all chasing after a broom. Chris, what about you?
Oh, really? I just did something I should have done a long time ago. It would be in the back of my mind, but I never did it. That's all.
You didn't do it.
Yeah.
What about
Finding homes for the waste stuff and what is not there. We are not using it daily. We can
exactly.
store it somewhere.
So it's creating clutter. So take that one.
I just want to move those boxes somewhere, but I couldn't because I need the warehouse space.
Yeah, just like Tom said, like when you're doing a job, make sure you put it back for the next person.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it affects their job too.
Yeah, exactly. Showing care.
Labeling all the brooms and having a designated spot for it after you sweep and stuff, so you can put it straight back in the spot where you got it from.
So how do you feel about that though?
Good, because then when you want to clean something and you know where it is, you go and grab it straight away. It's there.
Exactly, makes.
Man, I did the dining table downstairs.
Yes.
We've cleaned that area up because we've got dirty vases, used cups, just junk on the table. So now it just looks more presentable and hygienic.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't use it, so.
Yeah,
but I guess good for Matt because he uses it. So Matt's happy, I'm happy.
What about you, Trevor? Wait, hang on, Trevor. That's all.
So I think again, some of the stuff we're doing is basic stuff, and we keep redoing the same things. So like that table downstairs, we've cleaned before. Then it gets messy again, then we clean it again. So if everyone just takes a bit of ownership and kind of cleans after themselves, we won't have this issue happening.
There were pellets in AG and a lot of mess over there, so me and Dad did sorted it out.
Oh yeah, you guys did a big project. Right. What about you, Matthew?
Oh, well, with what's a cleaning
Okay.
table.
But how do you feel?
Better.
Better.
Well, it doesn't look like a slot.
Exactly. Proud of it. What about you, Vivek?
Yeah, getting rid of the clutter. It does look more organized.
Yeah.
Helps. Yeah, thinking outside the box and decision making sort of thing.
Yeah.
Quickly.
It's awesome. Okay. Brilliant. All right. So 3S is like sharpening a saw. I've spoken to you guys about sharpening the saw. Have I?
No.
I have not spoken to you guys about sharpening saw. Okay. Sharpening saw is a very simple concept. Okay. If you cut with a saw, cut a tree, and you just keep cutting using the same saw, and you never sharpen it, what happens? It gets blunt. It takes longer to what?
Get through the process.
So you're taking long. This 3Sing is sharpening the saw a little bit every day, and you're sure your saw stays sharp, which means you guys stay sharp. You guys can do your job much quicker. And that's all that it is. And if you do that every day, 1% better every day, it's a compounding effect, and you get this graph that goes like this. And that's what you see with the companies that I've been showing you guys. They do it every day, and they go this. Now the question is this blowing your mind? Does this? Not really, right?
No, I agree.
It's such a small little thing.
Tiny little bits, like every day, so it's not going to happen small amounts. It's going to take up to months to even get up to how we.
Absolutely.
Want to,
But if we keep on this trajectory, you'll make it. Most companies don't do it because they don't see that small things that make a difference. So, okay, next week we're going to do chapter 8. Let's build a lean culture, and I want us to start when we start 8 o'clock. We're going to do 10 minutes again of what we've done now. 3Sing. Okay. Quick reflections. Chris, what's this one?
Learning.
Select.
Care about our customers.
Yeah.
It helps us our family as well.
That's right.
Thinking on feet.
Kishan? This one here. Which was that?
Take ownership.
Yeah, good.
Self-care and care all around you.
Have fun.
What?
Pride blinds you to what you want.
Exactly. Trevor?
I've got the same one yesterday.
So you're going to repeat it. It's a sign. It's
all wastage.
Yeah,
All rubbish.
we're all creating waste. Daniel,
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah. What bugs you?
Fix what bugs you. So this one, Vivek.
Need to sharpen
Sharpen the saw. And how do we do that?
every day.
Develop and train your staff. And then what did we do today? 3S. Sweep, sort, standardize. Okay, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the time that you're doing here. Like, you guys are awesome, okay? I know it's hard, but this hard stuff's going to make everything else easy, okay? So have an awesome day, and if you have any questions, come see me. Okay, good job, guys.